Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the Daily SPY Report for Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. Before we jump into the charts, just once again want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch the Daily SPY Report. It does help me out a great deal with regard to web presence. The more likes I get, the more my work tends to show on the first page of any sort of search result in YouTube for SPY analysis. So that helps me out a great deal. Also, click subscribe. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It will apprise you of notification each and every time we upload new content on to the Wicked Stocks channel, at least every day for the Daily SPY Report and the Daily Triple Q, and lots of other stuff throughout the week. The Daily SPY Report goes out each and every trading day by around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Chicago, for the next trading day, as does the Daily Triple Q Report. But this is the Daily SPY Report. Let's jump to the charts. Big rally. You know, if you look at this chart, you've got 3 big days down. Gap, lower, lower trade, significant sell-off, and we are reversing. Well, I can't say that just yet, but it looks as if we may be reversing and recovering everything we gave up 3 days right back up, like a V-shaped rally here that may be underway. Now, I must mention that 463.12 channel bottom that we did, yes, settle above, but just, what was it, by maybe 30 cents or something. It was by a pretty insignificant amount. I would have liked to have seen the market close above that formation by a full point or more, because it's actually rising to 463.12 on Wednesday. We settled actually below 463.12 on Tuesday. So, we could have an unchanged open and top out at 463.12, not only for the day, but through the rest of the week, and from here fall back. So I've got 2 sort of 3 to 5 day scenarios I'm going to show you. The first one you're looking at right now, which is to say that if we open below 463.12 and it holds for the day, it could hold into next week. And from here, yes, 463.12 can contain buying through the rest of the week, and below which we can, over the next few days perhaps, fall back into that mid to upper 440s midterm support region. Now, just the opposite is true on upside. And I'll give you the upside scenario. What I would like to see today is actually a gap higher. Yesterday's high was 463.21. It would be nice to see us open above that, not only above 463.12, the formation itself, but also above Tuesday's high of 463.21, and then we just might have another day like we had on Tuesday. And so under this scenario, I'll just say the closing above 463.12, we have a 3 to 5 day upside scenario of 473.68 as an objective. So below 463.12, anticipating the 446.87 to 48.41 region, and above 463.12, anticipating 473.68. Let's continue with the upside today that seems, at least as of the last couple of hours on Tuesday, to be the path of least resistance. So if we push or open today above 463.12, and let's just assume that we open above 463.12, and ideally, as I said, above yesterday's high of 463.21, we do have some minor points. 464.80, there should be trouble there, but I don't really want to crowd it with intraday containment levels. There is the possibility, given this heightened volatility, that if we open clearly above 463.12, we just might reach 470.74 intraday. That is the high settlement price thus far. You can see it here. It can contain daily buying pressures. Testing it today would be similar in terms of volatility and market daily range to what we've had, for the last week or so. So 470.74, if tested, can contain session strength. And under that scenario, we're just another day or so away from actually testing that 473.68 channel top, which is a new structure based on this week's low. And assuming that we do test it by some point next week, it can contain weekly buying pressures. And it's very close to all the highs that we've had. I think it's 473.54 if I'm going by memory, on November 22nd, is still the all-time high. What I like about this formation, it actually takes that high out by just a hair and then backs away. That is such a typical move for the S&P. So 473.68, a 3 to 5 day target if we close above 463.12, can contain buying through next week. And from there, we could fall back to what is now what would then be the channel bottom in the 450s. But I'll show all those precise points when needed. Right now, this is still the upside scenario. And, if we were to close above 473.68, getting ahead of myself here just a little bit, but I just want you to know, when can we anticipate? Clearly, a retest of that 480-432 long-term trend line, and it would be with a settlement above the 473.68 channel top I just showed you. Until then, 473.68 is an area where this market can become exhausted near term. Near term for me is the 2 to 3 week time frame. So, I just illustrated the 3 to 5 day time frame, above 463.12, anticipating 473.68, and below 463.12, anticipating the upper 440s. And so there you have it. Let's talk downside. If we open below 463.12, it is not only our day resistance, but perhaps resistance that can contain buying through the rest of the week, and below which this market can, over the next, with this kind of volatility, 2 to 3 days, perhaps by the end of next week at the latest, that 446.87 to 48.41 area. Now on the way down today, let's take a look at the support and resistance. We do have minor points, the more notable of which is 457.18. That is in reach today, below 463.12. It can contain intraday weakness. We could get a nice bounce off of there, but breaking or opening, I doubt about that opening part, but you never know. Breaking or opening below 457.18, I think you should expect 454.98 intraday, which is nothing more than Monday's settlement price. That is the low settlement price since that high was put out last week, and it can, by that point in the day, under this kind of a range trade, contain daily selling pressures. But just know that if we close below 463.12, that will keep that upper 440s in reach by the end of next week or sooner. And if we happen to close today below 454.98, we could tomorrow, actually, last day of the week, test that 446.87 to 48.41 midterm support region, which I've been saying can absorb selling through January trade, and from there we can turn back up into the 470s or higher within 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to leave you with the support and resistance here for today. 463.12, once again, our 3 to 5 day pivot point, above which 473.68 anticipated, below which 446.87. And for the day itself, above 463.12, we could actually test 470.74, and below 463.12, 457.18. Nice bounce there, but breaking 57.18, 454.98 in reach, where we can place a daily low. And that is really all that needs to be said for today. I'll leave you with the support and resistance so you can print it off, screen print, whatever the case might be. Please click like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. I will be back tomorrow for Thursdays, the last trading day of the week, Thursday's Daily SPY Report. You have a great day, and we will talk soon.